word of God says in Matthew 10 verse 32, "He who confesses me before men, I will also confess about him before my Father who is in heaven." Welcome to another episode of Testimonies of the Kingdom. My name is Ishane Sundeweri and I'm going to be your host for today. As you have seen from the previous episode that the Lord has been doing wonderful, great and mighty things in the lives of his people. And today we are actually blessed. So I'm too excited. We are actually blessed to have a new guest today. She is a powerful child of the Almighty. Her name is Princess Kositini Mudaka. Princess, welcome to Testimonies of the Kingdom.
Thank you, Anesu. Thank you for having me today.
It's so nice. So, Princess, can you please tell the viewers more about yourself?
My name is Princess Ngositini Mshaka, like Anesu has said. I am a proud Swazi. I am a young Swazi girl who fears God. I am a child of God. I am born of the kingdom of God. I am from a very prayerful family. I am a churchgoer. I am, ever since I was a kid, like our grandmother, when we were young, she'd be like, on Sundays, she'd be like, I'm locking my doors. No one will stay in my house. No one is going to stay in my house. We're all going to church. If you don't want to go to church, you'll switch yourself. So I've been a church girl. Like, I'm a church girl, yeah. That's me.
That's so nice, Princess. So, I can even see that you're a church girl from the way you are glowing. So the audience, their ears are aching right now. They want to hear, what has the Lord really done for you?
God has done a lot of things for me. Like, I don't even know where to start. He's been a very, very good God for me. He's been a very great God for me.
Yes.
He's been a father, he's been a friend, he's been a shoulder to lean on.
Wow.
I just can't see myself, I can't see my life, I cannot imagine my life without him. He's been great, man. Since I was a kid, from my family, my mom is Swazi and my dad is South African, yeah? So I think I'll just start there.
Okay.
So, my mom went to school in South Africa. Yeah, she was going to school in South Africa when she met my dad. So they met and things happened. It so happened that she got lucky, they got married. And they got married a year before I was born. Yeah. So a year later after their marriage, they had me. I was born in Swaziland, and then like a few days after I was born, she came home in South Africa. My dad's place. Yeah. So that was my life, and he was like, they were staying in an extended family. Yeah. Yeah, it was my grandmother, my father, and his other kids. And by the way, I am the last born. I am the last born on my father's side, and I'm the first born in my mother's side. And I'm the only girl, hence the name Princess. I am Daddy's little princess. So yeah, and so my mom went there. And it was so unfortunate that my grandmother never liked my mom. Yeah, it's so unfortunate that my grandmother never liked my mom. So they told me, my mom actually told me that there's this one day she was washing dishes in the kitchen, yeah? Obviously, she cannot wash dishes with me. So my brother, the one I come after, is taking care of me. He's playing with me. So my grandmother comes. She takes me, and I've never shared this with anyone. Not not in like in a platform like this. I've only shared it with my friend, like my best friend.
Okay.
And people from home, from my mother's side, they know. So like it's actually my first time sharing it here. So she comes, she takes me. I was a kid, like a newborn, maybe like weeks old. Weeks old, yeah.
Okay.
She takes me and puts me in the garbage bin.
Oh.
Yeah. She puts me in the garbage bin. And then I don't know what happened, but my mom found me there and she got me from there. When I look at my life right now, I'm like, like when it's not your time, it's not your time, it's your time. A lot could have happened, I could have died there because I was still a kid. A lot could have happened, but God said, not with this one.
Yes.
Not my daughter, not this one.
Yes.
So yeah, from there my mom found me and then immediately she called my grandmother back at home in Swaziland. So my grandmother was like, sis, you're not staying there, come back home. Mind you, she didn't have money.
Okay.
She wasn't working.
Oh.
She wasn't working, so she made a plan. My dad, my dad followed. Like he actually dropped her at the border, so she had to sort herself out.
So that she can reach her?
Yeah,
okay.
That she reaches home. So she got there, she got home, and then my grandmother was like, but what is the Lord saying with this child? Hence my name was Itini, which means what is the Lord saying?
Oh, that's what it means?
Yeah, that's what it means. Hence my name was Itini, and it's actually, I love that name. I love it. I prefer it over the princess one. Not because it's my dad, it's my dad who gave me that name, but I feel like right now, the questions my grandmother was asking God, then they are being answered. God is now revealing to her, like, you asked me what am I saying, now I'm saying this, this and this and this and this. And yeah. So yeah, I grew up from my mother's side. My dad has never been there. He's never been there. I think I've seen him like once or twice. Once or twice, I think. So it's been my mother's family from the beginning. From there, everything that I am, it's them. And I'm so grateful to God for my family, I swear. So growing up, like, yeah, time went by, I started going to school, I went to preschool, and when I was in grade 1, my grandmother passed on from my dad's side. From my dad's side. And before she passed on, she was actually looking for me. She actually left a message and she apologized for what she did. And I forgave her. I never took it too hard. I never took it too hard because I believe that she didn't know what she was doing. She didn't know what she was doing, and yeah. So I grew up from my mother's side. When I was in grade 2, was I in grade 2? I think, yeah. When I was in grade 2, that is when. What happened when I was in grade 2?
It's okay.
When I was in grade 2, I broke my arms. Yeah, both of them. I was playing at school. You know, kids.
That is a painful experience.
I swear it was. I swear I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. So I broke both my arms. And I was in grade 2, yeah. So I didn't go to school. For 2 terms.
2 terms, that's like 6 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's actually 8 because we've got 3 terms.
Oh, it's 8 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
For 8 months. I couldn't go to school. I'd only come for exams. I only come for exams.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it. I broke my arms, and then I came for, because I broke my arms. It was the first term. I came for the exams. Guess what?
Super.
I was position 3.
Yo, wow.
I was position 3. No, I was position 3.
Yeah, so you're very smart. Yeah.
It's God. I see God in everything. And then from there, the second term comes. I'm still not going to class.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I passed again. I was position 2 now.
So it was improvement after
It was improvement after improvement.
Yes.
And then the term comes. Obviously, I was now going to school fully, and I was position 1.
Wow. Wow.
From there, trust me, from grade 2 third term, I've always been position 1.
Yo. Yeah, so this really shows that the Lord was moving with
I
you.
swear.
Oh.
It can only be God.
Yeah.
So when I was in grade 3, my mom lost her job.
Okay.
Yeah, she lost her job. That's 20. Okay, yeah.
That's a long time ago. Grade 3.
I was in grade 3. My mom lost her job. It wasn't nice. I was staying with my sister, my little sister, the one who comes after me, and my uncle. It was my uncle, my mom, and my little sister. It was the 4 of us at home. So my mom lost her job.
Okay.
It wasn't nice. It wasn't easy. But I'm so grateful that it wasn't easy, but I never went to bed without food.
Hungry or whatever.
Never.
Yes.
Even if times were tough, like at school we'd eat. Like at times, me and my sister, we'd carry lunch boxes. We'd go get my mom food.
You'd bring her food?
Bring her food.
Wow.
Like, it wasn't easy. We'd bring her food and it's God. In my life, I just see Him, and like when you know that things are not going well at school. I mean at home, and then you go out in public, at school. You have to laugh and act as if everything is fine. Everything is okay. You have to act happy.
Okay.
Like, I've never been a person who likes being pitied. I don't like it when someone feels pity for me. I've always been smiling. Like, I'm always smiling.
Yes, I see.
I'm always smiling. So we'd go to school hungry, hoping to eat at school and get our mom food. It wasn't nice. So yeah, that was it. And by God's grace, she found a job.
Wow.
She found a job later, and then things started going back to normal. Yeah, that was it. Things started going back to normal when I was in grade 6, grade 5, grade 6, I think.
Okay.
My dad started training. I think I was in grade 5. He came.
He came to Swaziland.
To Swaziland.
Okay.
To see me, and I was like, my dad is here. Like, I was excited.
Yes.
I was happy. He bought me clothes.
Wow.
He bought me clothes. I was happy. And yeah, and then again when I was in Form 3, when I was in Form 3, he came. That one wasn't nice.
Like when he came again when you were in Form 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had Levite some sneakers.
Okay.
I remember. I had Levite sneakers, and I asked him, "Can you please take out the Levite for me?" I think he did. He bought me those. He didn't buy actually. He took them out for me, and then he bought me jeans, like some pair of jeans. And then I asked him for a t-shirt.
A t-shirt?
A t-shirt.
Okay.
I remember the t-shirt was a jet, the one that I wanted. It was 80 rands. It was 80 rands. He said he doesn't have money. Like, oh, okay. Okay, so me asking him, not that my mom couldn't. My mom could. She can. But it was just me. like you're my dad. I haven't seen you like in a while since grade 5, I think. Now you're coming back, so like
Yes, true. I understand.
So yeah, and that was it. He couldn't buy me the t-shirt. He left me with 10 rands. When he was leaving, he left me with 10 rands.
Oh, that was back then, right?
Back then.
I don't know the rate, but it's okay.
10 rands.
Yeah.
Like, I've always been a grateful person.
Okay.
My mom's family, they've taught me to be grateful for everything, right? So I was glad. I'm like, thank you. Like, thank you. There are kids out there who die for these 10 rands that you're giving me. So me, I'm so grateful. Thank you. And that was the last time I met my dad.
Okay.
Till date.
Okay.
Till date. And I don't know, man. I feel like I am better off like this. I feel like my life, I wouldn't be this person that I am today if he was there. Not that my dad was like a principal.
Okay.
In this, he was a teacher, so he was a principal.
Okay.
He was a teacher. You know, like in South Africa, they pay.
He was like the headmaster, so to say. Okay.
And when I started for mine, he retired.
Oh.
Yeah, he retired. He didn't pay. He's never been there for me, right? But my mom was like, hey, the kid needs money. She wants to start high school. Like, for money is very expensive in Swaziland. Okay. She has to. Like, I passed very, very well. I've done well. I did well in grade 7. So now I had to start for my secondary.
Okay.
My mom, she was working, but she working? No, she had lost her job again for the second time, I think. So she wasn't working. I don't know where she got that money from. She went to a loan shark. Okay. I remember I was with her with this other one. And the interest that woman wanted was too much for her, so she couldn't take it. Okay. Because she couldn't. Like the school I went in, she has to pay school fees. It's there.
School fee was high.
It was high. School fees. The school fees, you buy your own exercise books. It's a government school. No, it's not a private school.
It's a government
school.
What?
You have to buy your own exercise books. You have to buy your own uniform, everything, shoes, school bag. I'm a newbie in high school. Like everything from scratch. Oh.
Yeah. Wow, Princess. So tell us more.
Oh, okay. Now it's after high school. My results are out and everything. So I'm applying everywhere. I'm not accepted anyway. In Botswana, like I really wanted to go to Botswana so bad.
To Botswana? So
bad, yeah. I really wanted to study in Botswana. So like in church, 2021, before COVID, November. So there's a guy we're actually praying. That is when this thing that is in me, because I believe also that I'm spiritually gifted. Yes. You know, like I'd always suppress it. I'd always suppress it every time. But then that day, that is when everything just broke. Yeah, it exploded. And then after service, actually what happened that service, like everyone was quite listening to me pray.
Wow.
Listening to me pray. And then, yeah, that's where everything began. Okay. So like after service, this brother calls me after church, and then he's like, you know, like while we were praying, right? God showed me you. Wow. I'm like, hey, please don't tell me that God said you're going to be. I'm going to be your No. Yeah. And then I was like, God showed me you and some women from church. You were together. You were leading like people and everything. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Which means like I'm called in the kingdom to do something. Okay. Right. And I've got a calling in the spiritual. I've got works to do. Like, oh, okay, maybe I need to pray more about it too, so that I get a clarification. And then the following Sunday, something happened, and I went back to him and asked. And then he was like, you know what, you're going to go after you graduate from high school. You're going to study, not here in Swaziland.
Wow.
You're going to study abroad. I'm not going to tell you where. I'm not going to tell you how long you're going to stay there. But just know that it's going to happen.
And you're going to go.
Yes, and you're going to go. And like, oh, okay, that's big. Deep down, I've always known that I've got no space in Swaziland. I'm definitely not studying in Swaziland.
Okay.
So I applied. They didn't accept me everywhere. And then in Botswana, where I wanted to go so bad, they didn't respond to me. People are now going. They are going to school in Botswana.
Yay.
Me, I'm still there.
You're still at home.
I'm still at home. No response, nothing, zero.
Wow.
Right. You know, like, after I was rejected in Swaziland, actually it was one university in Swaziland, the other one they accepted me, but it was that one.
Okay.
And I never liked it there. To a point that my teachers were even like telling my mom that, tell her not to go there, she should go back to school. She'd rather go back to school and maybe fix some of the subjects
and then
go to a proper university.
Okay.
I didn't want to go back to school. I didn't want to upgrade anything. So now in Botswana, it's not going good. 2 universities in Botswana. The other one rejected me. The other one, no response, nothing.
Okay.
So like that day, I remember it was during the day I was alone at home. I was lying on my bed when I received the message that I'm rejected. You know, like I went to God, I cried. And I was like, but why? Like, why me? You know very well that I want to do this so bad. And this cause that they rejected me in, I really, really want to do civil engineering. I really, really want to do it. Now they accepted me to do architecture. Architecture was my second option. I was like, I cannot afford to go to that university. You are the head girl of the school.
Yes, your former head girl.
Former head girl. And they would be like, why didn't you go to University of Swaziland and everything? There are better universities. Why did you go there? I'm like, no, I cannot. I can't. I cried. I won't even lie. I complained to him. And then I told my mom. When she came back, it's time, it's this time. They rejected me. She felt so bad. Time went by. And then we had an all-night prayer in a church. It was my mom's church, not my church.
Okay.
It was a Friday, I remember. During the day, my aunt, my mom's sister, called me. She sent me a flyer and she was like, try this one. I think it was 25th of August.
Oh, I remember the date.
I remember the date, 2022. I remember. And then she was like, try this out and see. Because, it was actually a flyer for here. Cyprus, it was an agent. Try this one. I texted the guy. And I was like, can I inquire about this and this and this and this? And then he was like, send me your ID. I mean, a photo of your passport and your results. And that's it. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't have data. Remember, I was working. So I told my mom I do not have data. And then my mom was like, use your card. The money in your card. Because she had also sent me money that anything that has to do with applications and everything, so just use that money. So she was like, get that money and buy data. So I just sent this thing to the guy. It was on Friday. We're going to church with my mom. On our way there, we went to church. We prayed the whole night. We prayed the whole night. And then the following morning we went home. The following week came. And it was a Thursday, the 1st of September 2023.
You remember the day?
I remember it very well.
Okay.
Because it wasn't like I was at my grandmother's place. I had left my mom's place. I was at my grandma's place in the rural areas. It was at around 4. I was on a video call with my friend sitting on the veranda.
Yeah.
I remember it like
you know everything in detail.
And then I received a phone call from the agency that I was using. I received a phone call. And then he was like, can you please check your messages? I sent you an acceptance letter. And I was like, wait, what are you saying? Like, an acceptance letter isn't like they've accepted me. And then he was like, yeah, I've sent you your acceptance letter. I was like, no ways. No ways. I opened it. And I had applied for quantity surveying and civil engineering, obviously. Quantity surveying, and I was accepted for civil engineering.
Wow. And that's the one you wanted?
I've always wanted.
Oh.
Look at God. After me crying and complaining to him.
Yeah.
And another thing, what I feel like it helped me, I know it did, paying tithes.
Wow.
Paying tithes, I pay my tithes. I am so faithful when it comes to tithing and giving in church. You know, like when I was young, my mom would give me money, pocket money for school. And then she'd be like, she told me that if I give you 2 rands, 10 cents is not yours. It's for God.
Okay.
So like, you know, kids, we would eat everything.
Yeah.
We would eat everything. So she'd be like, so you should, when she comes back from work, she's like, let me see your 10%, your money for God. And I don't have it. Then she'd be like, so you are a thief.
Hey.
You are a thief, you stole from God.
And how was the feeling hearing that you stole from God?
I swear, the guilt.
Yeah, the guilt.
So that's how I learned how to tithe and how to give. Trust me, I can empty my pockets for God. I can. I wouldn't mind. So I was like, God, thank you. I am so grateful for this opportunity. Now I'm calling my mom. The first person I called was my mom, and I was like, I was crying, like, you know, tears of joy.
Yes.
And I was like, Mom, they just sent me an acceptance letter. And then I was like, they're lying. I was like, I swear they've sent me the acceptance letter. Here it is. I've been accepted for civil engineering. My grandmother and my grandfather were not home. I think I was alone at home. My siblings went to play, so I was alone with them. I was like, they've sent me this. Here is it. I was crying. I told my mom, and then she was like, oh, okay, sure, that's good. She was happy. Now, I've received the acceptance letter.
Yeah.
I need to pay 1,900.
And it was 915.
Yes, that's
I remember.
Euros.
Yes.
Where is my mom going to get that money from? She has to pay that money for me to get my formal acceptance letter.
Yes.
In the acceptance letter that they gave me, it was written that school is commencing on the 3rd of October.
Oh,
this is the 1st of September.
1 month.
Less than 1 month, because I have to travel on the 27th.
Oh yeah.
On the 27th, I need to travel.
Okay.
Where's my mom going to get the money from? She has to buy me a ticket. She has to school fees.
Yeah.
I cannot go hungry. I cannot go without clothes. I need clothes. I need everything. Toiletries and everything. I'm going to a foreign country. I don't know anyone. I only have my sister there, and she's graduating.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah. So on a Saturday, when my grandmother came back, I told them that they were so happy, they were excited. I went back to my mother's place on a Saturday. And then my mom was like, so do you want to do this? And I was like, yeah. And she asked me countless times, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this? And I was like, Mom, you know, I really, really want to do this.
Yeah.
And then she was like, okay, I'm going to pay your fees. Mom, where are you getting this money from? Where did you get this money from? Because I know the money, like when she gets paid, I'm the one, like she shows me
The
her
pay
pay slips.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's only you. I called my dad. And I was like, actually, I had been calling him for application fees and whatnot. He literally said, no, I don't have. I asked for 500 rands. 500 rands. I'm like, I want to apply. He couldn't give me that money. He couldn't give me that money. Now I was angry. Like, I texted him like a very, very long message. I'm not sure if I regret doing that or not.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But yeah, what I said there wasn't nice. And I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. So, yeah, I called him after I received. He blocked me. He blocked me. He blocked me, he blocked my mom, he blocked everyone. And then I don't know what happened. And then he later unblocked me.
Okay.
And then I told him that I got the scholarship, this and this and this and this. He didn't unblock me. I talked to the brother.
Okay.
I talked to the brother and I told him that he's blocked me. I need so much money. If there's any way you can help.
Yeah.
Right. And then he unblocked me. And then he was like, my issues concerning my family, it's my family. That guy also his own family.
Wow.
Stay out of his business, let him do his own thing. Right.
That was a tough situation.
Yeah. And then he blocked me again. It's cool. It's okay. Me and my mom telling him that I've got the scholarship, I need this money. We were doing it not because we wanted his help, but we don't want that tomorrow he blames us for not informing him. We were informing him. It was his choice to ignore it. So I don't know where mom got that money from. She paid for the tuition fee. Now I need money for the ticket.
For the ticket?
Yeah. There is no Turkish embassy in Swaziland. I have to go to South Africa to apply for the visa. Right. We do not use like a bicycle.
You had to travel to South Africa, yes.
Money.
Yes, money also.
Place to stay in South Africa. The visa, the application, everything. Money for the visa, money for the ticket, food, everything, toiletries, everything. I see her face slip and I was like, dear God, you know. Actually, when I told my mom that I received the acceptance letter, my mom was like, do you remember what that guy told you?
The one who said you're going abroad.
In church. Yeah. Do you remember what he said? And I was like, yeah, now I remember. And then what came back in my mind was like, so me, I forgot what God had told me, had said to me. And I went to him. I complained.
Yes.
I complained to him. You know when he says, when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. He really means it. When the time is right, I had no space in Africa. I had no place in Africa. Me, I wanted to go to Africa. I wanted to go to Botswana.
Yes.
that taught me that His will, not my will, not my plans, not my everything. So I don't know where Mom did this robbery from.
Okay.
I got my visa, my plane ticket, everything within this short period of time.
Less than a month.
Less than a month. Look at God. Look at God. I believe and I know, so me being here, it's only God. And I know for sure I've got a purpose on this land. I swear. He cannot fly me from Africa in that short period of time for me to come and play here or whatsoever. Right.
Yes. You know, Princess, what you are releasing, this is actually a powerful testimony. You know, getting all that money, everything done in a space of less than a month. And the amounts you are talking about, they were far away. How can I say? They were much than the salary your parents were receiving.
My mom.
Yes, your mother was receiving. So it's actually a big testimony. So what encouragement do you have to someone out there who's actually listening, who may be in the same situation you were in, or who's in a different situation but is in definite need of God and he needs His assistance?
I'd recommend God. Like in everything you do, in every aspect of your life, put God first. Tell Him about everything, even the tiniest thing, that smallest thing that you feel like it's not necessary for you to pray about. Pray to God about it. Pray to God about it. Prayer helps. I am a living testimony. I am a living testimony that God has been there for me. I swear. It can only be God.
Oh, that was powerful. Okay, everyone, that was a powerful testimony from our guest, Lady Princess. I believe you're inspired. I believe that her testimony is going to change you out there. Many people, you know, I heard the part where you said that you have to be grateful even in the smallest thing you might have. So this is an encouragement to you that even the smallest thing you might have, always be grateful towards God. So my name is Ishani Sundewe and I was your host for today. And as I've said before, those who have testimonies, those who cannot reach us here physically, you can send us the message of your testimony to the number that is going to pop up on the screen. And those also want to testify, you can also contact us using that same number that is on the screen. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.